How to make friends with the shadow. Accepting the dark side of your personality? Each of us consists of two sides, the light side, which manifests good and positive qualities, and the dark side, which hides actions and thoughts contrary to generally accepted moral norms. Recognizing their shortcomings and the ability to live with them in harmony, a difficult task, but extremely important. Having mastered this art, you can become better, stop reproaching yourself for weaknesses, and begin to use their features for the benefit of yourself and others. How is the shadow formed? Shadow is born in childhood, when we first encounter the expectations of parents, teachers, and society. A toddler who is genuinely showing emotion is confronted with prohibitions. Don't shout so loud, don't be greedy, boys don't cry, girls don't fight. Gradually, the child learns to hide wrong manifestations to earn approval. With age, this mechanism becomes entrenched. We suppress those traits and desires that do not correspond to the ideal accepted by society. Thus, a boy who aspired to leadership but was condemned for aggression may grow up to be a passive adult. A girl who was afraid of appearing selfish becomes overly compliant. These repressed aspects form the shadow, which, when displaced, continues to influence our behavior from the depths of the subconscious. Why is it important to accept your shadow? Accepting your shadow is not about justifying destructive behavior or indulging in negative character traits. It is a process of recognizing your weaknesses and ulterior motives, which gives you the opportunity to turn them into a resource for development. Ignoring the dark side is fraught with 1. Psychological blocks. Unrecognized traits lead to internal conflict, provoking anxiety, irritability, or depression. Second, relationship breakdown. Suppressed shadow can manifest as harsh criticism, unreasonable demands, or outbursts of anger, which alienates loved ones. 3. Loss of authenticity. A person who hides their shadow loses touch with themselves, robbing themselves of the opportunity to live life to the fullest. Accepting our shadow helps us develop empathy, tolerance, and awareness, which makes us more mature and harmonious individuals. How do I work with my shadow? Working with your shadow is a process that takes time and sincerity. Here's a step-by-step plan to help you get started. 1. Recognize your shortcomings. Make a list of the traits you don't like about yourself. Try to be as honest as possible, even if admitting it makes you uncomfortable. 2. Take an inventory of projections. Notice which traits of other people evoke strong emotions in you. You may be criticizing them for something you suppress in yourself. 3. Observe your reactions. Notice moments when you lose control of your emotions or feel ashamed of your actions. These are manifestations of the shadow. 4. Accept your weaknesses. Remind yourself that it is okay to be imperfect. Say, I have the right to make mistakes. 5. Engage in creativity. Drawing, writing, or music are safe ways to express repressed emotions and understand yourself better. 6. Seek help. Working with a therapist or self-development coach can help you explore your inner conflicts more deeply. Integrating the shadow. Steps to inner wholeness. Embracing the shadow is not a one-time action, but a long-term process that helps you integrate all aspects of your personality. Here are some tips for integration. 1. Reframe perceptions. There is a positive side to every negative quality. For example, stubbornness can be perceived as perseverance, and jealousy can be perceived as a desire for intimacy. 2. Learn to balance. If you tend to be overly compliant, try asserting your boundaries sometimes. If you are accused of being rigid, show gentleness. 3. Develop self-awareness. Meditation practices, journaling, and reflection can help you better understand your feelings and motivations. 4th, use humor. Laugh at your shortcomings. This not only reduces stress, but also helps you see the situation from a different perspective. 5. Find a mentor or support. Friends, family, or special interest groups can be an important resource on the road to self-acceptance. The shadow as a source of strength. Recognizing and accepting the shadow allows you to transform its energy into a resource. For example, envy. Instead of suppressing this feeling, analyze what it is that attracts you to another person's success and set a goal to achieve something similar. Anger. Anger energy can be a powerful driver of change when channeled into protecting your rights or achieving goals. Fear. By recognizing your fears, you can better prepare yourself for difficult situations and learn how to cope. The shadow is not an enemy, but a hidden part of your power. By accepting it, you will become a more whole and harmonious person, able to live a full and realized life. Conclusion. Each of us is a combination of light and darkness. Accepting your shadow means recognizing your true self with all the strengths and weaknesses. It is not a path to perfection, but to wholeness, which makes us alive, sincere, and happy. Working with your shadow is a challenge that requires courage, but by meeting your dark side face to face, you will find not only inner peace, but also new resources for self realization. The shadow is your companion on the path to your true self,